Students, in our last class, under chapter human reproduction, we have learned two processes, that is fertilization and implantation. Let us just recall once what we have learned in our last class. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ fertilization means it is union of male and female gametes, that is when sperm meets the egg. When sperm meets the egg, fusion of sperm and eggs, fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. Where it happens? It happens in between isthmus and ampulla, that is called ampullary isthmus junction of fallopian tube. You know this. This is fallopian tube. Then when sperm meets the egg, it becomes a structure that is called zygote, you know. Then slowly zygote starts dividing and it slowly descends down the uterus. You know this, we have learnt in last class. Slowly zygote is here. Okay, the zygote is present in the fallopian tube and slowly one division starts. It is called cleavage. Then it becomes two cells. Here both the cells are called blastomeres. Then two cells becomes four cells. It is called four cell stage. Here it is two cell stage. Then four cell becomes eight cell. So it is eight cell stage. Then eight cell becomes 16 cells. 16 cell stage. Then the stage is called, the stage from 8 cells to 16 cell stage is called morula. We have learned, isn't it, in last class? Morula. Then after that again 16 cell divides and becomes 32. Thereafter it is called as blastocyst, isn't it? Blastocyst. That is what is there in the textbook. For neat point of view, it is also called as blastula. Blastocyst, blastula, both are same. His diagram is not given in the textbook, but explanation was given. So we have taken diagram also, which is actually out of syllabus. I was showing you this picture, if you remember. If this is blastula or blastocyst, there are two types of cells here. The cells present at the border is called trophoblast cells. Then the cells present here, it is inner cell mass. You know this. Then there is a cavity here, it is called blastocele. This diagram itself is out of syllabus actually. It is not there, it is there for practical actually. So we have already discussed anyway. Then that blastocyst, during all these stages, it divides into two. Then it becomes 4 cells, then it becomes 8 cells, then it becomes 16 cells, then 32 cells, and slowly it descends and that blastocyst gets attached to inner wall of uterus. Then it makes inner wall of uterus, endometrium, to divide. Then endometrium cells slowly starts dividing and it slowly covers, newly produced cells slowly covers the blastocyst, and then the process is called implantation, isn't it? This is what we have learnt in last class. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. Now what we have to learn is when implantation happens, that is when blastocyst gets attached to endometrium of uterus, then pregnancy started. So next process what we have to learn is pregnancy and embryonic development. That is how embryo develops in the uterus of mother or womb of mother. How? ಅಂದರೆ ತಾಯಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ತಾಯಿಯ ಗರ್ಭಕೋಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಭ್ರೂಣ ಬೆಳೀತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾನಿಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ embryonic development of the embryo. Pregnancy and embryonic development. Okay, you know that in the female reproductive system, this is just a rough diagram I am drawing. Okay, you know this is a fallopian tube. These two are fallopian tubes, and the space present here inside it is uterus. ಒಳಗಿರೋ ಈ ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗರ್ಭಕೋಶ ಅಥವಾ ಯೂಟ್ರಸ್, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ womb of mother. Okay, so what we learned there in fertilization, zygote is produced here. Slowly it starts it slowly descends and gets attached to endometrial wall. Now what we are going to learn is how the connection is formed between mother's body, that is uterus, and the growing embryo. ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇರುವ ಭ್ರೂಣ ಮತ್ತು ತಾಯಿಯ ಗರ್ಭಕೋಶದ ಗೋಡೆ ಅದರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಹೌ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ mother's tissue, that is uterus, okay, and growing embryo. This embryo in future becomes a baby. Okay, how connection is formed, that we have to learn. So uterus is a tissue of mother, so it is called maternal tissue. So we have to learn here how connection is formed between maternal tissue, that is tissue of the mother, and growing embryo. So when implantation happened there, when embryo got attached to endometrium, then the process is called implantation. Soon after implantation, pregnancy started. Okay, so that is why we are learning next process to implantation is pregnancy. Then during pregnancy what happens? Embryo grows. Okay, ಅಂದರೆ pregnancy ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಒಳಗಿರೋ ಭ್ರೂಣ ಬೆಳೀತದೆ. Okay, the embryo grows and becomes a fetus or baby. So that also we are learning step by step. Okay, so this picture where in the uterus where embryo is growing, how it is growing, we have to zoom it and learn the diagram. So I request you to draw a diagram along with me. Beautiful diagram showing embryonic development. I want you to draw along with me. You know what is this I am drawing? This is a uterus. Okay, this place is a uterus. What you have learned here, this part. Okay, I am showing same thing. Uterus. Embryo got attached to endometrium. This is the inner wall of uterus, that is endometrium. Idu garbhakoshada ಒಳಗಡೆ ಗೋಡೆ, ಅದು endometrium. This is a growing embryo. Okay, so I have to zoom it and show you enlarged view. Okay, then what exactly happens there, you just see. So here less space is created. Yes, now it is proper. Should be round in shape, almost round. Yes, almost. So you draw along with me, I just told you. Color chalk. I need a color chalk. This is a structure that is growing embryo. In future, this embryo becomes a baby or fetus. Okay, then this structure is called placental. I'll explain. Just you draw now. Placental villi, or also called as chorionic villi. Okay, and this layer, what is there? This is amniotic sac. And the fluid present here, there is a fluid or liquid present here, that is called amniotic fluid. One small change. This is yolk sac. Okay, and this is a plug of mucus. And this is a space, uterine cavity or space. Okay, and these two are fallopian tubes, it grows. What I am drawing is this part, See, I will show you in color. I am drawing this part. One part of fallopian tube cut, you can see there, and this part also cut, only this part. You can see the fallopian tube comes this way, here. Okay, so next, what happens between mother's tissue and growing embryo. A strong connection is formed. How that strong connection is formed? Means this is a tissue of uterus. Uterus belongs to mother, so it is a mother's tissue. It is called maternal tissue, what we discussed. Maternal means from the mother. Okay, mother's tissue, and this is a growing embryo. In future this embryo becomes a baby. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಭ್ರೂಣ ಮುಂದೆ ಮಗು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ತಾಯಿಯ ಅಂಗಾಂಶ, ತಾಯಿಯ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ. ಓಕೆ, ಹೌ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ is formed between growing embryo and mother's tissue? Just after attachment of embryo to the inner wall of uterus. Here, when embryo gets attached to inner wall of uterus is endometrium. Then the layer, the cells present, do you remember what we discussed? Here some cells are there. These are called trophoblast cells. The cells present here is inner cell mass. You know this. Okay, and this is a blastocyst. Do you think this is endometrium? Once this blastocyst gets attached to endometrium, the process is called implantation. ಅಂದರೆ ಭ್ರೂಣ ಯಾವಾಗ ಗರ್ಭಕೋಶದ ಗೋಡೆಗೆ ಅಂಟಿಕೊಳ್ತದೆ, ಆವಾಗ the trophoblast cells, the outer trophoblast cells form a finger-like structure. That is this is a finger-like structure. It forms a finger-like structure. Okay, that finger-like structure is called placental villi, or it is also called chorionic villi, because the first germ layer, the first layer produced there, with that layer connects mother's tissue. This is a uterus tissue and this is a growing embryo. Growing embryo is connected to mother's tissue with the help of tissue which is present in between, that is called chorion. The tissue is called chorion. As finger-like structures are called villi, that is present in the chorion, so it is called chorionic villi. ಅಂದರೆ ತಾಯಿಯ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಭ್ರೂಣದ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ದಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೋರಿಯಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಕೋರಿಯಾನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೋರಿಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಫಿಂಗರ್-like structure. That finger-like structure is called villi. So as villi is present in the chorion, it is called chorionic villi. Okay, then chorion slowly forms a tissue, that this circular bag-like structure. Okay, that is called amnion. You can just write amnion. Chorion forms amnion. Okay, then a fluid is present inside the amniotic sac. Sac means bag-like structure. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೋರಿಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಆಮ್ನಿಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕೋರಿಯಾನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್-like structure. That bag-like structure, inside it contains an embryo. That bag-like structure is called amniotic sac. Sac means bag-like structure. Okay, amniotic sac, because it's a sac which is formed by a layer called amnion. Okay, that amniotic sac, inside it contains an embryo. Okay, it is not free floating embryo, it is connected here with this. What is this connection? That connection is directly produced by chorionic villi. Let me repeat. Okay, mother's tissue, this is mother's tissue, this is growing embryo, both will be connected, okay, by formation of new layer here, that is called chorion. And chorion produces a finger-like structures. These are finger-like structures called chorionic villi. And chorionic villi gets interdigitated. You know what is interdigitated means? The finger-like structures, okay, they bind and they join like this. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಥರ ಇರೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರು ಎರಡು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಡಿಜಿಟೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ಡಿಜಿಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಡಿಜಿಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಲೇಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್-like ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಆ ಕೋರಿಯಾನು ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಕೋರಿಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್-like ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. That tube-like structure is called placenta. ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೊಕ್ಕಳ ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬಟನ್, ಬೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬಟನ್. ದಟ್ ಬೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬಟನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರೆಮ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ placenta. Remnant means once we are born, that tube will be cut, that placenta will be cut. Okay, I repeat, first tissue found between the mother's tissue and the growing embryo is chorion, and chorion has finger like structures called chorionic villi. Then chorionic villi gets interdigitated and forms a tube like structure. That tube like structure is called placenta. Then what is umbilical cord? Umbilical cord. Umbilical cord is present inside the placenta. See, placenta is this white color tube what I am showing. Then umbilical cord is the vessel present inside the placenta that I am showing in blue color, only for your understanding. Okay, so this blue color what you see, a vessel or tube like structure present inside the placenta, that is called umbilical cord. Okay, so placenta with umbilical cord and its vessels, it is a connection between a mother and baby. ಅಂದರೆ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ ಹೊಕ್ಕಳ ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರೊಳಗಿರೋ ಅಂಬಿಲಿಕಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ತಾಯಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಮಗುವಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಅದು ಟ್ಯೂಬ್. Okay, so placenta is a connection between mother and embryo. So whatever mother eats, food, whatever she takes, okay, part of that food goes to the embryo also. ಅಂದರೆ ತಾಯಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಆ ಮಗುಗೂ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ರೂ ವಾಟ್? ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಗೋಸ್? The nutrition or food passes through this tube, that is placenta. So placenta is a connection between, it's a connection, physical connection between mother and growing embryo. Okay, so the function of placenta is it gives nutrition to the growing embryo. Whatever mother takes food, part of that goes to embryo. Then excretory products. Okay, excretory products released by the embryo will be there in this fluid. Then finally through this placenta it goes out of the body, it goes along with mother's excreta. Simple. The growing embryo releases excreta. Okay, that excreta mixes with mother's excreta and together it is excreted. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಮಗು ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಭ್ರೂಣದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಸರ್ಜನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯ ವಿಸರ್ಜನೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ವಸ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ತಾಯಿಯ ತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯ ವಿಸರ್ಜನೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ವಸ್ತು ಎರಡೂ ಸೇರಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, gaseous exchange between mother and the baby. That means if mother takes oxygen during breathing, a part of that oxygen goes to the embryo. Okay, then when mother releases carbon dioxide out, that embryo's carbon dioxide also mixes with that and goes out. So whatever mother takes oxygen, part of that oxygen goes to embryo. Whatever carbon dioxide mother leaves, part of that carbon dioxide released by the embryo goes along with mother. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ತಾಯಿ ಆಮ್ಲಜನಕವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆ ಆಮ್ಲಜನಕ ಮಗುವಿಗೂ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ತಾಯಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ನ ಬಿಡುವಾಗ ಆ ಮಗುವಿನ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಭ್ರೂಣದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ 3 purpose we have learnt. 4th purpose also we should know. So 4 important functions are there for placenta. So let us discuss one by one. This tube or placenta has 4 functions. Okay, number 1, I'll write here on the top because I have to discuss so many things. Functions of placenta. So placenta is a connection between mother and the baby, so it is required for nutrition supply from mother to growing embryo. Then second, gaseous exchange. Okay. Then third, removal of excreta or excretory products. Then fourth, placenta also acts as endocrine gland and produces hormones. It produces 4 important hormones. This 4 important hormones, okay, some of which will be produced only during pregnancy. Let us see. Placenta is produced in female only during pregnancy, okay, in their lifetime. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೆಣ್ಣಿನ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಗರ್ಭ ಧರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ, ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ placenta will be produced in female throughout the life. It is only during pregnancy. So placenta is formed only during pregnancy because it is a connection between growing embryo and mother, and embryo will not be there, embryo will not be there always. It will be there only when she is pregnant, isn't it? So placenta is produced only during pregnancy, so that placenta during pregnancy acts as a endocrine gland and produces 4 important hormones. Placenta acts as endocrine gland and produces 4 hormones. Which are those 4 hormones? One by one. That is HCG, full form human chorionic gonadotrophin. Human chorionic gonadotrophin. Okay, let us discuss something out of syllabus also for NEET. Okay, one point I will mention. This is out of syllabus. HCG, human chorionic gonadotrophin, this will be produced in female, that is during pregnancy, only after 40 days of pregnancy. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಗುವ 40 ದಿನ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಅದರ ನಂತರನೇ HCG ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. You know, pregnancy strips, that is a strip which is available in the market. You know, in the advertisement also they show, that is Prega News and all. Okay, that is all that acts on HCG hormone. You know what they do there during pregnancy test? Early morning, 3 drops urine will be collected from suspected girl or suspected lady. They have doubt that she is pregnant, or she wants to test that whether she is pregnant or not. Then early morning, 3 drops urine they'll put on the strip, and the strip will be like this. Okay, it will have one hole here or depression, and one line will be there, that is violet color. Okay, that is control line. Then they put with a dropper also will be there along with this kit. 3 drops of urine will be taken by that female, and they put here in this area. Then they have to wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Then if one more violet line appears, okay, this is control line, this is test line. If one more violet line appears, then she is pregnant. If this line doesn't appear, okay, then she is not pregnant. This is not exact, it doesn't give you exact result, because if she tests this on this kit on 39th day also it shows wrong result. It doesn't show one more line there, because HCG, human chorionic gonadotrophin, is produced only after 40 days of pregnancy. So this strip is tested on 39th day, shows that she is not pregnant, but strip is tested after 40 days, shows that she is pregnant. Okay, ಅಂದರೆ 40 ದಿನದ ನಂತರ ಮಾತ್ರ HCG ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದು. So pregnancy strips work on the basis of HCG in her body, whether her body produced HCG or not. Okay, so human chorionic gonadotrophin is produced in female during pregnancy only after 40 days. Okay, then second hormone is HPL, that is human placental lactogen. Human placental lactogen. Then third one is estrogen hormone, you know this. Then fourth one, progestogen or progesterone. Okay, so these are 4 hormones produced by placenta during pregnancy. Okay, and you should know that along with these 4 hormones are produced by placenta. That's a connection between mother's tissue and growing embryo. Okay, ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ ಗರ್ಭಧರಿಸಿದಾಗ 4 ಹಾರ್ಮೋನನ್ನು ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. Okay, it acts as an endocrine gland. HCG, human chorionic gonadotrophin, HPL, human placental lactogen, estrogen and progesterone. Unfortunately, in the textbook, function of these 4 hormones are not given. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ದುರದೃಷ್ಟವಶಾತ್ ಆ 4 ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳೇನು, ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ for neat point of view you should know, so I will explain it. Okay, but this is definitely out of syllabus. Okay, so in our next class we will continue learning pregnancy and embryonic development, because in one class we can't finish this. So in our next class we will learn about pregnancy and embryonic development continuation part. Okay, so keep watching my classes. Thank you.